Howdy, y'all. Welcome on in. My name's Winthorn. Welcome to the tavern. Hopefully, you guys are well. Hopefully, everything is going well. That being said, got a few things to work on today. I'm going to work on starting to get some things automated, at least in terms of the mechanisms, and start getting those processed, as well as a few other things here and there, like getting the tea done, and as well as I'm not sure yet going beyond that. Those are kind of like my two ideas. And then from there on, we'll see how it kind of goes, and I'll see if I feel like anything else, if I have anything else left in the tank to do. But in any case, it should be a nice simple time today. If you guys are enjoying the content, liking always does help, so subscribe if you're new. Of course, hit the notification bell as well to let yourself be notified when I do go live or post something, if I already do post something beyond the streaming sides things. That being said, I actually have to find my cases, so ignore that. I was trying to find my cases and accidentally clicked into the wrong side of things. I have no idea what I did with my suitcases. I remember the last project I worked on was the frying bit. And now I can't find them. Let's see, what was the last thing I worked on yesterday? Or last time I streamed? I worked on... What did I work on? Oh, so wasn't I in the farming district when I worked on stuff? That was the other thing I worked on. I was working on trying to get bok choy working. So I'm wondering if I left them over there hanging out. Because there's like a lot of resources I kind of need. Thankfully, most of the resources in there are already been mass produced, but still, I would like them back. Let's see, did I leave them over here in the farming district? I did. Here they are. Wait, what? Was that actually serious? Uh-oh. What's up, kid? Hope you're doing well. Why is this doing that? You doing well? Pulsing just has 64. What? Why? Wonder if this is why. You know why I would be doing that. And round robin. That was weird. Never surprises me how many times this thing just breaks on me. This thing loves to just break on me. Oh, I forgot this thing's full to the max. Duh. Anything's been going on for you, kid? I do hope you've been supremely blessed today. What it's worth. Alright, so this does seem to be going back to normal. It seems to be a constant influx, which is what was supposed to be. When I last left, it was fine. Now all of a sudden it broke on me. Not that it would be the end of the world if it did, but still, that's insanity. There's a massive snowstorm outside. I hope their internet does not break on me today. I trust in God. It's not my decision. Yeah, it seems a lot better. And it does seem that we are going up more than we're going down, which is important. Which means once this thing gets maxed out, the rest will max themselves out. Which is what do we want? The only thing I don't understand is why it always picks the right side first for the left. Like, mate, you got room. But as long as it keeps consistent, I don't really care. I just want it to be consistent. Nope. Here come the annoying neighbors. Ow! Yeah, like, prick. Piss off, mate. Alright, fine. I'll go sleep in a different part of the district, you prick. Hey, prick. Whatever. Also, I wonder how the charcoal's doing, by the way. It's doing great. I could actually make this into lava if I wanted. Or not lava, but oh, what do you call it? Charcoal. That actually would not be a bad stitch to do. Because I know that is something I can also automate fairly easily. It's just lava and 4 charcoal. Now turn into like coal. I can also make coal truffles, which is really, really cool. Once I have chocolate, which I also need to automate. I've also not automated that. I still need to do that. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Speaking of how the nut thing's going, I know I had to fix those last time I was here. How those coming along? Are those fixed? It does seem like it. Everybody does seem to be having a nice old good time up here in the nut factory. So don't blame me if your guys is coming in here up into my kitchen, my pantry. Put all that on yourself. Alright, what's going on with this? Okay, so a nut has missed. Way. I was supposed to go nut. Yeah. There we go. For some reason, these have all done really, really well. But the second you get over to that system, it's just kapooey. Whatever. Just throw them back on the belt. It'll figure itself out. Yeah, like the baobab and all that's been done with, but these, for some reason, these nuts have really, 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 really not like doing anything. I don't know if it's just they're slow, or it's because of all that backup problem, or what. I'm not exactly sure. Nevertheless, I'm moving on. I got things to do, and unfortunately it does not involve trying to fix that farm to its perfection. At some point I will also need to make cheese, which is a bit scary, because I don't know really how to make a good cheese farm with everything given to me. Speaking of which... Oop. Oop. Layers to cheese. Because it goes from, like, unripe to young cheese, then from young cheese to aged. And then aged is when you can use it for the cooking implement. Apparently you can also use unripe cheese wedge. No, it has to be young. Well, I guess that makes it a bit easier then. A bowl of nut nachos. Okay. That's an interesting thought. Then you have to mix them. Then you have to... I know you have to place them down to age the cheese. It's basically like the... similar situations. Otherwise, I have to make almond cheese, which is a bit more producible. But then I also have to make these almonds, which take flowers and garnish and stuff. Whereas with the cheese, it's a bit easier to make regular cheese. I think it's just curdled milk. Yeah. I just don't know a way to make that age faster. What is that from? Balling. It says here to collect wedges placed down to age. So I guess you have to place that down to age. Unfortunately, there's not a way to force that to age, as far as I know. But nevertheless, that's not today's problem, unfortunately, as for today. Alright. First things first is getting all this tea out of my inventory. Place that down and dump it in there. There. Alright, tea has been delivered. Then I need to place down a mechanical pump. This will need to be a cauldron. This will need to be... Yeah, that just needs to be a cauldron. I hope that's enough room to fit everything. It's 96 buckets. I feel like it should be. And then I also need to place down... So first let me get down everything I need. Boop, boop. I'm gonna need some pipes. My thing is, I wonder if I can just use one fluid pump to pump all the liquids. Because the liquids I need to pump are this, and then a water spigot. Which I also realize now by doing this, it has failed me. Because I need a wee bit of space to put the pump. So this needs to go here, actually. I think I should be able to just do that. Like, once it starts pumping all the water, then it pumps all the milk. It's very confusing. The only choice I got is I gotta run the water underneath. And then pump the milk in this way. It's like the only other option. Which I guess is fine. It's not the biggest deal in the world. We mine this out. Mine this out. Oh, I can't because this has to be the heating mantle. Ooh. Okay, well that messes up that problem real freaking fast. Well, that leaves me with the other option, which is basically pumping it in from the other side. Which, I guess in the end of the day, makes sense. Need a couple of those. Gonna need a couple of gears. A couple of those. Couple of gears. Make those pumps. That goes in there. Goes in from the side. It's gonna be hard to make this thing turn, as well as this one. It's gonna be a freaking pain in my butt. But I believe maybe just a gearbox right here on top, and I can just run them, and then just have the thing go down through the gearbox, which is fine, since they work pretty much the same. And then same with this one. This one gets turned in, and then the belt will run this way into the cauldron thing and pump all the fluids in. And then I will have to go grab some coal to get this thing fueled for the time being, which probably just use the other fuel I have nearby, which is fine. And just give this time to fill up, because I'm going to need a lot of milk. That over there, just over here. So I guess all I would theoretically need is just a hopper, the heater, the mixer, and that. So I probably just rob all that from my other setup real quick. This is going to be a quick down and dirty setup. What's this? Oh, builder's tea. Actually, I probably should keep that. Yeah, because that doesn't really break anything. That just takes away from that system. Okay, put the blaze burner down below. Basin on top. Builder's tea mix. That goes there. And then to bring power down, we're probably going to have to bring it in from this, I think, temporarily. Somehow. Actually, I think I actually have enough chain drives, right? I think I have one more chain conveyor. Yeah. Just figuring out where I'm going to put the thing. There, that there. That should work to carry power down, just temporarily. But problem I'm seeing is that this is kind of a bit problematic now. Unless I shift it to the left. Which I could do. Birth. The fact that this is temporary really annoys me too. This is all really just temporary, just to get this done. And then once this is done, I don't have to do it again. Alright, that looks okay. Let me go grab some change real quick to power that to see how I'm gonna have to power this thing. Let's see. Gonna need a hopper. And I'm also going to need... At least for the leaves for now. What else am I also gonna need? I'm also going to need a few chains to connect that up. That should be fine. I'm also gonna need balls, but we won't talk about that till later. I'm just gonna make the tea, and then we'll figure out how to get out of the vat once we're done. This should connect. Perfect. And then... This makes things complicated. Because I can't run a gear off either of those to make that work. So, I definitely know if I put a big gear there, that'll power that bad boy. I'll power that. The only other thing now is just getting the other stuff powered. Which... I have an idea. I don't like it, but... Because I don't need this to be perfect. Kind of works. Small gear. That goes there. So goofy. Listen when that's pumping fluids in and out of the thing. Yep, it's full. That's full. And then so just leading a I think it's really just leading a belt to that. I think that's it. I'll have to do it from underneath, which is fine. Or no, I just used the hopper. That's why I grabbed a hopper for, because it was easier to pipe these items in. So theoretically this should work. Now I just gotta heat the bloody thing and it should work. So let me go quickly grab some biofuel. And give this thing a right old jump start. There it goes. I don't know how fast it's going to produce tea with all the milk, because we don't really have enough milk. Yeah, this thing's running through milk like hello and goodbye. Actually, you can say hello and goodbye. Well, I guess we'll see. He's keeping up for what it's worth. So you will keep up fast enough. You have enough milk to keep up. We're slowly but surely running out of leaves. He's gonna burn for like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, that's like the longest you can make a burner last is... Oh, 8 minutes. I did not know that. How far are we off? By 52 leaves. That's not surprising. Well, yep. As far as I know, everything's at least running, so I'm gonna leave that be for a minute while I go put away all my stuff I don't need and take a quick nap. Thankfully, the other side of this won't be too big a deal. The only other side of this I gotta do is mix it with sugar and stuff. I guess I also make sugar compounds. Get those sugar cubes ready to go for the sweet tea. Let's see. I don't need the membrane anymore. I don't need the chains. The mud block has to go back. I will need these for the aftermath. I will need another hopper because I gotta import sugar cubes and bok choy. And I don't need this anymore. And then as far as I know for the tea, for the sweet tea. So how many of this is it per tea? So for 250 milligrams, so for each tea, which is going to be 4 stacks and 1. We need 4 stacks of bok choy and then 1 extra. And then I'm going to need 8 stacks of sugar cubes plus 1 extra for that. So I'm going to need a lot of sugar, basically. And I'm going to leave my supply of sugar here, because I don't want to touch that. So I'm about to run across over to the whatchamacallit and quickly grab some sugar. While this thing continues to work and finish up making its tea. I'll load that with 1 more, and I'll be right back with Jerome. Come on, Jerome, let's go get some sugar. Oh, I forgot about the music. I was so busy trying to deal with that problem at the beginning that I forgot about the music. Did I put my... Oh, okay, I must have left the cases behind. That's fine. I gotta come back to it anyway. Let's see. Sugar should be the first one on the list. 4. So see, I know it takes 4 sugar to make 1 cube, right? Wait. Yeah, so it takes 4 sugar to make a cube. Alright. I'm gonna have to run it off the same machine real quick just to get this done as well. That's fun. Oh, I forgot, right? The music's set. Kind of forget that the music is set permanently for everything else. So I definitely need I need 8 stacks of this. And it takes 4 stacks to make a stack. So if I need 8 stacks, that means I need 16 stacks of sugar. Which means I need 8 stacks of sugar cane. Since there's a possibility of getting 2. That should give me enough stacks. I could be wrong. But if 8 should double into 16, then 16 gets doubled out, gets divided back into 8. So that should be enough. Thank you, Jerome. Okay, grind down real quick. And then I also need 8 extra, so I need 8 stacks of sugar cubes plus, or 16 stacks of sugar plus 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, it means the 34 can go back into the kitchen. By the way, how is this going? 20 more teas. Almost there. And I should have an extra smasher around. Just gonna make another basin. If I am not mistaken. Or if I finally run out of those compressors. Okay, well, I'll just borrow my one from downstairs, then I don't need it right now on that machine. Or for the workshop at the current moment. So I'm gonna borrow this. Get sugar out for the moment. And then I can just make a quick basin real quick, down and dirty. Let's see, so basin. Hopper for the moment. And then I can need a couple chain drives to make this work. Ooh, I didn't think about that. How the heck do I make sure it does only sugar cubes? Because sugar also gets turned into... Because sugar can also be compacted into these. Okay, let me... I guess finally put 4 in there, and then I can set it for a... I can set it for that afterwards. Couple chain drives. Perfect. I'll just borrow and put another hopper down here temporarily. There. Wait, is it drawing sugar out? Oh my god, it is. I didn't think it would do that. Oh, my bad. Looks like the tea's done, so. Alright, so we can go ahead and remove this. Remove this. Remove this. I think it's made all the tea it wants to make. And then I can eventually remove all the machines once I know what I need to remove. Like, I don't think I need this anymore. I don't need this anymore. I still need that stuff, unfortunately. I don't need this, this, or this. Or these. Yep. Then everything else will go back in the box. Let's go back to my inventory. I do at least need one more of these because I'm about to pipe out the extra tea once it is done. And then I don't need... What do I not need? I just don't need one of these. And then the milk jars can go back. Sick. And then the only thing I gotta do is make sure I put the hoppers on the side for all the bok choy and sugarcane. And redo this for... Not builder's tea, I need sweet tea. Let's see. Sweet tea. Okay, so that's marked for sweet tea now. Very patient waiting game. Oh, I guess it probably would be if you're just on. They probably wouldn't take so long if I just dumped it all in there. Bum 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 bum. All I gotta do is I just gotta flip that funnel. Any day now. Almost there. It really just gonna take so long. Although I think I actually need some tubes and a cog for the end result of this. I guess I can also go put this in there now. Ooh. Whatever, there'll be just some excess bok choy. There might be some excess bok choy in there. That is the perfect amount. Okay, so that's everything evened out. This, or this. This will be a pipe. This will be a pump. And this will go into the other fluid tanks. Should just need that. That back. Actually, I might need to quickly rid ourselves of the milk and water menace. I guess the only option I have is a bucket. Then an extra tank. I'm gonna need this anyway, so. Oh wow, there's just enough. There's just not enough. There's just not enough milk in there. I guess it doesn't really matter. Just gotta put the sugar back and the bok choy back. Oh crap, no. So 4 stacks in 2. Want to make sure these are both even. Wait, no, that needs 4 stacks in 2. That needs 8 stacks in 2. Ooh. Crap. So I gotta make more sugar. Okay, well, this is fixable. If anything, that's just started now, so I can just kind of worry about that here in a minute. Because I just need to... There it goes. This cable always manages to cause me problems. Well. I guess I could also use like a chain drive thing on that one. Whatever. Well. Alright, I'm gonna need a basin here. I need a basin there. This is sweet tea. Need to put that back somehow. Heckgummit. Tube. Sugar. So theoretically, I just need another 4 stacks of sugar cubes, which isn't too big a deal. Alright, first things first, I need a quick gearbox to fix this. Make this operational again. Then up. Basin, smasher, and then a quick sugar cube for clarifying what I want. Then I gotta go get more sugar. 4 stacks should do it. Wait, 16 stacks of sugar turned into that. So I actually need 8 stacks of sugar cane again. Here we go again. I might set up a bit of quick automation just so that I can just let the thing just keep processing even once all the sugar's in there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I gotta go grind all this stuff down to its powdery form. As for a chest, I don't think I'm worried about a chest. I'm not gonna worry myself with those kind of things. Should be able to just run on its own once the sweet tea's going. Get your rope. I don't know how that didn't qualify in my mind that 16 divided by, you know, freaking 4 is 4 stacks. I guess my brain wasn't thinking. Oh well. Quick fix. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Let's sugar up later. I'm gonna take that out real quick, and then I'm gonna set up a real quick automation setup. Just down and dirty. Just something to spit out all the sugar once it's done. Okay. Now I can just dump all the sugar in there and it'll just go. There. I guess while this thing is working, I guess I can go ahead and start turning this thing around and start having it mix. And last but not least, I didn't specify for builder's tea. Fudge! Okay, hold on, there's fixability for this. There's fix for this. But my gosh. Alright, let me just get this finished and I can fix this. I didn't think about that when I was doing it. Should have specified, hey, only do sweet tea. But if I just get that tea out of there, then I don't have to worry about anything else. I just gotta get the builder's tea out and then it won't process or move sweet builder's tea over. What we got left? There you go. Anything, really? I guess that's one way to do it. Just slowly but surely eke my way back over and just slowly. Slowly bring all the tea back where it's supposed to be. 1 1/3 buckets at a time. Oh my gosh. Oh, we're not even halfway there. Go pick up the sugar cubes. What we got left? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I guess there's not really a way to push back the builder's tee. Really? Like, you tell me you can't pull the builder's tee out. I'll figure it out in a minute. Let me just get all this sugar done. I guess I just have to get a manual. Let me go get one of the things and just manually crank out the rest. Okay. Drop this back. I guess I'll be right back. I'm about to get a quick fix to fix all this. Let's see. Let's just need to go back. I need the mechanical pump and that crank on it. Also make a lot of glass bottles here in a minute. Just can't work like you want to, huh? I need it to. Okay, then we take that out. We flip it. Shouldn't matter. There we go. Perfect. Go and retop that up. Pull that back, put all this back. I bet this thing is taking an hour, by the way. I never understand like these projects take so long. This will even be like trying to kind of like not have to grab so many things and make too many things. God forbid I get a nice easy time to do this. Alright, well I was gonna drink one anyway, so... Really? So it has to be filled with a spout. Fine, I'll do it afterwards. I'll have it like pump out into a spout once it's done all being made. English bok choy is going down pretty steadily. This is almost about to run out. You ain't running out of me yet, Jethro. You got some more work to do. That's a lot of sweet tea. Well, I best go make some more bottles. While I'm waiting for that to finish up. That's connecting glass. Looks like a stack. It's 2 stacks. It's like I don't have a glass farm. I was just hoping to use up the glass in here first. Alright. Quickly across the street to get more glass. I do buckets left. Almost there. We should be finishing up here soon. Let's see. 2, 3. Well, I can store the rest of the bottles in my cabin, so that's all right. That's really despicable that I can't just bottle it from that. Like I can empty it out with a drain, but I can't use that. All right. which means I'm going to need a spout. It's going to require one of these and a piece of kelp. And this kelp spout. That I only need that much. One for me to drink, the rest for to be turned into the quest. Then I gotta work on cardboard next, which is kind of a weird project to work on next. Almost. One more bucket. Wait, what? We're really missing sugar. Alright, well that's done. Oh, I didn't realize we were missing sugar. I really find that very unsatisfactory that I can't just borrow that, but whatever. So if I need 6, means I need 12 sugar, which means I need 24... No, times... So 12 times 4, which is 48 sugar. Because I need double. And I need that basin back. Well, that's fairly annoying. Let's see, a couple chain drives, please. I done got messed up. Got to set a filter. There you go. Alright. I just like... Oh, for frick's sake. Still 500 ml buckets of tea in there. Which means I need... Was that 2 more bok choy? 2 more bok choy. 8 sugar. Wait, no. 16 sugar. And then... What did I do with the bok choy? I know I left some behind. Bruh. Well, that's annoying. Because I know I didn't throw all the bok choy in there. Whatever. Just gotta go grab some more real quick off the belt back in the farming district. Alright, we're back. If you don't need this anymore. Ain't no more tea in there. Okay, so let me go grab a couple bok choy. Well, on a side note, I did get some of the villagers done. Most of them are done, except for a couple of villagers in the library section. Just gotta get them on board with what enchantments I want, and then we're done with those. I did that while I was off streaming, or while off stream to finish that up. That didn't take too long before stream, but it definitely did take a minute, because each of them had to be specific trades with these with the librarians. Thankfully, it is a one-time job, and now it is done. Okay, that's a bit worrying. Stand here by Jerome. Okay, we've just completely run out of bok choy. How? I don't even know if I have any left over from last time to, like, get back. What should I do with it? I know I had, like, a few extra left over. So I want to use it for, anniversary cake later. Because I know I didn't just toss them all in there. And 4 sugar cubes. Like, I would have stored it in my kitchen. I thought I would have stored it in this one. Bunch of bottles. Unless I didn't store any of the pots, did I? Oh. Did I store it up here for some reason? I guess I must have actually thrown them in there with all the rest of the teas. Well, I guess there's only one thing to do and see if there's enough in that tank to do what I gotta do. Because since there's 64 buckets... Oh, there's more than enough. Never mind, there's more than enough. Yeah, there's way more than enough tea. Oh. Because that's 64 buckets, which means there's 4 per bucket, which means there's about close to a little over than I need. I won't be able to make the anniversary cake, but now that I know where I can find bok choy, I might try to go back out and find some more in the jungle villages. But I don't know, anniversary cake. Anniversary cake. It doesn't really seem like you can eat it. I also gotta go bring back some things over across the street. Alright, one thing at a time. Let's get the tea done. So this is done. That's done. That's done. That needs to stay. Most of this is all done, so. So this needs to go on a form of a belt. Go there. It's not in here. Okay, so I know I can't do that with that, so I'm gonna have to make a belt system to figure this out. So I need these back. Definitely need a belt. Shafts. Going from here to here. And there needs to be a spout. And one of those to go there. Pipe to connect. Then literally just some chain drives. These. Looks perfect. It's there. And then I can just throw the balls on there. A Southern Delight. Did I store him in here by accident? No, I didn't. That would not have surprised me if that was the case. Alright, just because I'm curious about what one of these does in particular. Whatever. I know I'm able to at least drink one, so. Slows the inflicted, but increases movement speed. Alright. I didn't even have to drink it either. Sad part. It wasn't even on my drinking list. That's crazy. Anyway. This thing really is going about as fast as it possibly can, I think, at this point. It's probably like one of the saddest parts. It's better. I swear, like, a giant part of this now is just waiting for this tea to get done now. Well, I guess while I'm waiting for this to get done, I guess I can look into what I need to actually get done to make cardboard and what I actually need to get crafted. These are like the last two enchantments I need from my villagers, and then I'll be done with that. So, I definitely know I'm going to need to make a press, because I'm going to have to press stuff out. Then, from that, I'm also going to need a mixer and a basin set up. And then water plus saplings. Oh, I can also do bamboo. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Hashtag create pulpifiable. Hashtag create. Wait, you gotta put in pulpifiable? What does it say? There's like plus 37 others. I mean, I guess I kind of agree with that. That probably is pulpifiable. If that's the case, I could probably just do a bamboo farm. I really don't want to. I'd rather just use the saplings I have available. So I don't need like a lot of this going all the time. It's just kind of a consistency. That would be more what I would like. Well, I kind of got the idea what I need left. That's not much better. Almost there. Well, beyond the fact that all these have to go back, I pretty much have some of the setup already. 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 7, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. Well, let's hope I have 64. I'm not glad that did feel a bit short. How much are we off by? We're off by 1. Oh, I'm off by 1. Oh no. There we go. Done. Ugh, that was such a process to make tea. Alright, well, I definitely don't need any of the rest of this stuff out here anymore. Buy tea. You have not been fun to make. You have not been fun to find bok choy. Now I just need to go fix my farm real quick before I continue any further with any of these other crazy ideas I have. I can actually eat a sugar cube. I cannot. What's this useful? This is literally just used for sweet tea. Get out of my life. Just gonna throw this in here because I really don't know what else to do with it. Don't need the chains anymore. Don't need the drain. Probably would not be a bad thing to go put up the bread. The bottle can go and take a hike. The drain can take a hike. Okay, let me go place everything back that I took from the create workshop. That goes there, that goes there, that goes there. Okay, the rest was mine. Now, I'm not crazy. There used to be sheep in here. I'm assuming the chickens population has killed them. That would be my only great assumption to understand what happened to the chicken pop. That's a bit sad. I need one of these. Gonna need a mixer. Already got this. I'll have to create the mixer. Is there anything else I need? My thing is, like, what else would I want pulp and cardboard for? Like, I know, like, I want it for this, and I want it to be fairly consistent, but I feel like with the tree farm, I don't need it. But at the same time, I'm also kind of thinking here, I'm like, I have the means to create, right? No, I used my last farm. What does it take to make sugarcane? Just water. Is it the same with bamboo? Yeah, it's really just bamboo. Could I actually use this for mulching, by the way? Could I use this for mulching? Because I wouldn't mind just transferring over just to bamboo for mulching, or even just sugarcane. Because at this point, I'm finding it very hard to keep mulching up, and I feel like sugarcane's just a better option. I already got the crap growing. And I know it'll just duplicate itself over time. I don't gotta fuss with all that crap. I don't know, let me go fix this real quick. Take 2 seconds. Hopefully. I may also just do a sugarcane pulp farm. It's not hard. I just gotta create like another mechanical thing, which isn't expensive, I guess. It's just the whole processing work that it takes to do everything, so I gotta make sure I make a belt that reoccurs it back into the belt. Alright. Just gonna throw a stack each and say, have at it! For that, though, need to clear off the bok choy list. It's fine. And then this all can just get out of here. What was this running? What is this running? Oh, this is running the mill. And that's running the wheel. This is no longer necessary. Wait, is it? That's no longer necessary. Is this running? Is this necessary? Oh, it is necessary. My bad. This is the one that was not necessary. Okay, I already got rid of it. And then this is also a necessary belt. doesn't matter anymore. This doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Okay. See what this does. Like, I see that it's losing sugarcane, but it's also gaining sugar. It's also kind of keeping the sugarcane in line. There it goes. I mean, it is producing enough sugarcane. The biggest issue is that it's not necessarily that it's not producing enough sugarcane, it's the fact that it's not distributing the sugarcane properly. Which is a kind of an issue. Which means my only thought is like round robin. Okay, so there's an order to it. So it goes from here, and then goes up, 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 up. So that's like that might fix the problem. That should force everything to have an even distribution. I just gotta find out which one's lacking. And fix the machine. Okay, so it looks like forced round robin is the answer here. I'm not exactly sure why you're receiving all the caboodle. Are you the only one receiving it? Weird. Okay. Should be this one. That should be this one. Then it should reset. I should go bop 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 bop. Instead it picks that one. Alright, what about the backside? Is it picking it appropriately? Should reset over here now. Is there a filter somewhere I'm missing? Now I'm noticing this one isn't even getting anything. I mean, it got something at some point. For what it's worth. I mean, they just need to resupply each other at some point, but it takes us some point to get there. The only thing is I'm noticing it takes so long to produce. I can't tell if we're on an up or if we're on a down scale. I can know if we're just stabilizing or if we're actually improving. So I could just do flowers, because it seems like sugarcane may not be the answer, because that takes like, what, 120 seconds? So I could go back to dandelions again. Or even poppies, for that matter, because I have a lot of poppies from the iron farm. Oh, it takes 20 seconds. Oh, yeah. What about poppies? Because I know poppies are fairly similar. Well, frick that. I'm doing poppies. I know it's a quick sidetrack to everybody, but I gotta fix this. This needs to be fixed. This is kind of like... It's not like an important part of infrastructure, but it is something that does need to be stable. Or stabilized. But it's like all I gotta do is basically just do the same thing I did with the sugar cane. Just get a ton of stacks and it'll resupply itself pretty fast. That way I can leave it be and not think about it anymore. Let's see. Iron farm. All I need is like 6 stacks of poppies, which shouldn't be hard. There's 4. 5. 6. There we go. 6 stacks of poppies. By the running of flower power, we will produce enough of this to produce everything. I just gotta clear all the sugarcane out first, make sure there's nothing left so it doesn't get snagged up. Oh, frick. Idiota. It also just give me time to think about the pulp. I think I might just go and just do sugar cane. It's kind of hard to transfer over anyway. Make sure I grab everything out of the system first before I do anything else. Take that out. That out. One more. I want to make sure that there is nothing left. Okay, we look good. Stack of poppies, stack of poppies, stack of poppies, stack of poppies. Should be the same mechanic. Should be just round robin. Yeah. Oop. That's so much better. Kind of forgot why I picked flowers. Flowers were so quick to produce and reproduce themselves that made it easier. That's probably like the only thing I don't like. This one always is getting picked. I don't know why. It just seems like it. They do seem somehow randomized, but they also seem at the same time like they're getting picked. I guess it just takes a minute to stabilize. Whatever. My point being is now we're actually getting backed up, which is important. We're getting such a constant supply, we're actually getting backed up a bit. Which is what made this farm so good in the first place anyway. It made everything so constantly. Alright, cool. And like I said, I think we're just gonna do a sugarcane farm breeze, because it's fairly simple to do. I should be able to make enough supplies for what I need. Run. Run. This thing does produce enough saplings. I don't know. I've never seen this thing produce enough saplings. That's the problem. I guess it does. What made that produce? Was it 55? Right now it's trashing everything, which is normal. I mean, I guess it does seem to produce a steady amount. It doesn't always let them go all the time. I forget if actually able to deal with that or not. Yeah, it's actually able to produce quite a bit, pretty fast. I guess we could. Too short. And then I guess what I could do is I could have the other stuff get set off into a different direction. So I can have it produced. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Just change into sugar. Which is how am I gonna do it? Because I know I can actually, now I know I can actually distribute from the sides. Because I know it has to go onto a belt, then has to at least get transferred to a mixer. Then that mixer has to make the pulp. And then the pulp has to then get separated into one that gets flattened, one that gets what nannied, and then it gets turned into whatever. So there's no one to just kind of have like a set for this because I don't know how much it's producing. How much are you producing? I mean, I guess you're producing enough. Actually, I guess you are producing enough. It doesn't need to be like forever. It just needs to be consistent enough. And I guess what we could do is I could just have a deposit from this side, go on a belt that kind of goes down into like this system, which I might just be able to just use chutes, honestly. And then that gets dropped into a hopper, which then gets dropped into the mixer setup, which would be kind of near the cactus for what it's worth. I might have to go this way so I don't touch the cactus. The other question is, where do I get power? Because power is a bit of a bummer to get. I would have to grab it from up top. And then bring that crab down. Alright, well, let's go make all the stuff I need to make for this thing, and then we can worry about the rest. And then I gotta bring everything together to form these mechanisms, too. Caramba. Alright, first things first, let's deorganize my inventory that I don't need. I don't need that. Those can go back in the box. That can go back in the box. Let me just... I cleared a lot of stuff fast. Chest get put up. So I have the base for the mixer. That'll have to get mixed. So I'm gonna at least need one mixer. And this doesn't need anything to do anything, it just needs a belt. So that'll just be a belt system. Which is fine. And then... So I at least need a maximum of 2 mixing setups. Which is fine. Alright, so there's those 2. And I gotta make a couple of these. And a couple of whisks. Then a couple of gears. Casings. Right, so there's the mixers. Then this needs a block of iron. Plus a shaft and a casing. I am not trying to do that. I'm trying to wait for that thing to spin around for what I need. Okay, so that's there as well now for the pulping. So it should be everything, and then this just gets mixed in a automated crafting, shapeless crafting recipe. Which I'll have to set, make sure it gets set. And it gets mixed 4, so I guess that is kind of a beneficial thing. It does make 4. So it's not inexpensive. I also do want to eat one. So I'm not actually sure why anyone would want to eat pulp. I mean, like cardboard pulp, but why not? So I'm also going to grab any of those extra mechanisms and stuff I have in here. Just in case, because I might need it. Like this. I might need that. I will need a pump, but I already got one. Might need that. You never know, with chain drives and stuff. Should be everything. Alright. I'm gonna leave one hunger bar just so I can eat the board of pulp once it gets done being made. Alright, so first things first is getting a basin with the intended mark. So let me quickly grab a filter. And put sapling. Click. Put these right here. Take that out. Okay. I don't want them to take it out yet. So if I have it, how do I want it? I guess we could just use a hopper setup. I mean, it's simple. And a couple shoots. I just gotta remember how this crap works. I don't think I need like a second one. Oh. So, basin. Hopper. Shoot. There we go. And now I'll deposit the little fellas in there. We're gonna turn that around now. It won't be constant, but it'll be constant enough. And then boarded pulp. Can these be turned into anything else in the mixer? No. So, I don't have to worry about filtering that crap. Thank goodness. Then pump. It's supposed to be sync. There. Just cover that up again. Except for that part, I need that part exposed. Okay, then this comes the mixer, because it has to get mixed now into the stuff it needs, which, by the way, I already deposited the saplings. That was fast. really fast, actually. Dang, that was fast. Shaky. Anyways, okay, so that goes there, that gets mixed, and then that'll get deposited onto the belt here, I think. Not sure how many much gonna need, so. Okay. I am really going to figure out how to turn that at the same time as well, having this turn. I'm going to have to put it in the back. I'm coming to realize. Alright, so that goes like that. That comes down, that comes out. And then this is, I guess, where I'll do the division. Yeah. I'll have to do the division here. Need this right now, don't need this. Both have to go the same direction anyway. Okay. Couple of tunnels, which that should insert, right? Yep, that'll insert, that'll export. This gets turned into round robin. Right, because these only make like one pulp. Yeah, so it has to be round robin. And then one side will get smashed, the other side will get mixed. Right? Oh no, one side just has to get smashed, the other side just gets mixed. Okay. So this has to be a temporary divergence for the sake of being smashed. That's fair. So that can go there. It'll get in the way of that, but it won't be that big a deal. And then this needs to be extended a bit so that I can reincorporate everything back on the same belt. I guess not really. Yeah, because that just needs to be the basin now, and then... This doesn't need to be heated, does it? Thank God. I despise when it has to be heated. Basin. Mixer. Is there anything else this stuff can be used for in the mixer? Okay, that doesn't get used to anything else in the mixer. Only on its own. No? Okay, good. Which means I don't have to worry about making sure everything doesn't get overly filled. Put this back underneath. I don't need any of this. Open. Close all this off. Looks good. And I do need a couple of these to block off this from going off the rail. This needs to be an andesite funnel, because we already know it's coming onto the belt. Same with that one. Frick. There we go. So that'll be pulp. That'll be the cardboard once it gets smashed, and then that gets all mixed up in there. Unfortunately, I think this tree has to go. Same with the bamboo, I think, because I need room to do some of the work I'm about to do. It'll be alright. Yeah, because like a lot of stuff has to come together to make this happen. The hive heart. Okay. Alright, and that's good, that's good. And then, last but not least, I just gotta get a belt here to take it wherever it needs to go when it's done. Well, I was gonna automate this anyway, so I might as well go and get it out here to get ready for automation. I'll worry about that in a minute. I need to figure things out. I think I don't need any of this. I think I just need... What do I need? So I will need andesite alloy, I will need the cogs, and then a saw. Sheesh. And of course, strip-sized driftwood. Which I think I'm actually overproducing wood from what I know. We are overproducing wood. Like just a marginally small amount. Just marginally. So I could probably put a belt here then and have that separate. That would work. Or even better, if somebody could have that separate. Because we apparently don't need like a lot of casing. I think we're backed up. Yeah, we're backed up a bit on casing. Which makes sense. We're not exactly in the business of needing a whole ton of that stuff. I guess I could just theoretically just set up another saw blade here. Kind of just do what I did with this and just have the clippings go out that way. Or something. I don't know. This whole place up here is just a freaking mess. Anything I can do it over here? What is this? Just all the planks I've been making? Okay, so this is a double saw setup. Okay. Huh. That kind of makes things a bit hard to deal with. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to do that. And then just have the rest get turned to paper or something, and just somehow find a way to insert it up there. Which is fine, I can do that. I can have it separate and everything. I just gotta set up a belt first. Up here. Alright. So it is possible to get strip wood down there. And then as for the saws... I'm just gonna have to make saws. I don't think I have a choice in this matter. I think you just have to make iron saws, which aren't expensive. I'll have to take it from the same wood supply, but once they're backed up, then the rest will get backed up. Just getting that process started to make a ton of iron saws. And I think I can just take iron from here. Yeah, looks like we have a ton of iron back here, just kind of hanging out. Or I could just dismantle my old iron farm and make it smaller. But I don't really need it anymore. I am happy to see how this is going well, though. I am not happy to see the fact that we are having chain drives and gearboxes come off the belt, though. But what you gonna do, right? Actually, there's actually a simple fix to that. To deal with that contingency. I didn't think about that until now. 1 second. So these are gearboxes. These are chain drives. And I am fairly sure that fixes the problem. Yeah. So that fixes that whole contingency. Cool. Alright. Quick fix on that part. Okay, so that's running, that's good. That'll separate once we get the trees going and the water going. Which I guess wouldn't be a bad thing to go ahead and get started. I just gotta figure out how to way to pull power from up there. Which isn't going to be the most simplest of tasks. Make for the large gear. Oh, I guess I could saw the wood up here. And then just have it diverge the paper clippings over, and that would help me get the wood down. So that works. I'll have to find a way to get the strip wood down. But that is a problem for a minute. Let's see. I need... I think I'm just gonna use gearboxes for this, because it'll be a lot easier. I can just use chefs, because they're a lot cheaper. That is until I get to this crap. Ah! games that I am falling today. No, whatever. I'm sure I could use some refills anyway. Alright. Just gonna cover this up anyway. Okay, then that comes down with a shaft again. Or actually, I just need to bring that over one more. There we go. I think I should be able to use a large gear for that, to get that over. Small. Large. That doesn't make anything conflict. Which is perfect. Then I think I should be able to use that chain drive I have. That in case gear chain drive should be fine enough. There we go. And I can use a gearbox. Oh, we finally gotten overstressed. Wait, what is this all running on? Wait, is this running off the windmill? Oh, this was all running off the one thing. Oh. Oh no, it's running off all on the water wheel. Oh, why did I never connect this? Oh, that's an easy fix. Hold on, I'll get the stress. Thought we were running that off the water wheels. Didn't even know that. Should be able to fix that with a couple chain drives. I think I should run underneath. I want to be able to have the space to walk. So that goes shaft, and it goes chain drive, chain drive, chain drive, and I guess a gearbox. Parallel? Has to be a regular one. Fudge. No, I ain't gonna fix it. Just give me a regular one. I had no idea this thing was running off those 6 water wheels. Explains why it was so slow and everything. But you should be able to run off this one arm. Right? Oh, it needs to run off the other arms, that's why. Can we connect that somehow? Those chain drives? They are. So I guess I could theoretically run that off the chain drives. Just finally connect the whole system to itself finally. It's been a while. Hope it doesn't break anything either. Okay, one of those. Gonna need a gearbox. Gonna need shafts. I'm gonna need casing to case himself off. Oh, for one, I can go and case this off now. Oh, that's fine. Then this can just be get switched. Really? Alright, let's look at the damage. It's overstressed. High stress impact. Alright, so right now the problem is the water. The water's not running anymore. Which has happened before. There's always like a process of slowly increasing the water as things got better. Oh, it also has to do with the heat. Fudge. We may just need to quickly disconnect that for a moment. Well, this wants to be powered, for what it's worth. Just got to get in there quickly. Come on now. Come on. There we go. Okay, so that's about the maximum. Let me go check the stress before I do anything else. Make sure I actually can do this. I didn't realize we were already getting to that point. I thought we had like a lot of stress left over from everything. We still have a lot of stress. Okay, we should be able to just connect this with. Okay, everything seems to be running once again. Also appears to be running. Everything appears to be running once again. There we go. I remember this thing could come up like a lot higher. Okay, there we go. Whew. That's what I was doing before I got quickly interrupted. Okay, so that's running now. That thing's gotta press. That is round robined. That is round robined. Should be able to bring down the power and put that into the belt. See. So remember, I was actually going to power that from the back, so we're going to power that definitely from the back. Ain't got a choice. That's a bit problematic. I guess I'll just have to use gears. So that gets me there. And small one gets me here. So that gets me there. And I gotta go down. Which means I have to power this from the back. Which is fine. Probably makes more sense anyway, logically, just have this powered from the back. Okay, now I just gotta get this going. That's pulp, right? Yes, that's pulp. I guess I could just extend this belt. What I've done in the past. Then I can just let. It's just about getting everything to where it needs to be. That's done. He's back. Part and parcel. Produce your first cardboard. Alright, so that's done officially. Now I have to somehow lead everything together to become this massive production line. Excluding the paper. Excluding the paper. I guess the cool part is I can go underneath this to run the belt, so I don't actually have to run the belt from here, which will be nice. It's not a heated mixer. Then I'm just gonna need that, and andesite alloy, which is easy to take out from here. Just gonna be figuring out how to exactly leave it of its andesite alloy, and then also leaving these of their goodies. Here's the I don't know like how that works. If it works like I think it does, where basically I could have it divert off some of it to where I want. Nah, that sounds too difficult. Either way, it has to be tiered. I guess for now, we'll just go ahead and get the belts and the mixer, or everything I'm gonna need for this. I'm gonna need 5 deployers and a hammer. So I guess I best go work on creating that stuff first. 5 deployers and a hammer. I don't necessarily know if I have enough brass up here. Let's see. Deployer and then a press. Oh, that's easy enough. 9 of those. Alright, so I will need brass sheets. And I need 5 of them, so I need 5 times 4, which is 20. I gotta go press all this stuff out. I'm also gonna need some more electron tubes, which thankfully I have those produced infinitely. Just definitely took a lot of stress off my back when it comes to creating things. I'll turn this into a quick brick. And let that finish processing while I go quickly grab the redstone electron tubes. I highly doubt that train's empty, but maybe it is. Anyways, waiting on the gold one to empty. Oh good, we have a lot of brass now. Electrons finally coming in. Got zinc coming in. Copper's coming in at a quicker rate as it can. Wait. Oh wait, no we don't. We don't have the copper train here. Right now we only have gold and zinc, which makes electrum. And some brass. 5 electron tubes. Actually, let me go and grab a couple stacks of... a few blocks of brass while I'm here. Just so I don't have to come back here later and get more brass. Just saves me some time. Thank you. And I think the rest is just the andesite alloy. The brass hands. Yeah, it's just 5 andesite alloy. Okay, might need that. Okay, that actually my boxes. And I'm gonna need 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then a shaft. So first make the hands. Then make the deployers. Press. Okay, now making a saw. It requires machines, which, with the way that works, makes it really hard to make a saw. Which means I have to make crafters, because I can't just do that. Unless there's some other form of saw I can make that's easier, but I don't think so. And I really don't want to make an unbreakable saw. Though I guess you could make one, theoretically. I just can't copy the unbreakable enchantment yet. Because that would make this so much easier just to have that tool available, just being unbreakable for the rest of time. But it does take 7 gold coins. Which... Sweet, am I even close to that yet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I am. Sometime I have to make sure I buy that so I can make these tools effectively unbreakable. Ooh. Nah. It's fine. I don't mind just using unlimited iron that I have available. I can just take a couple iron farms over there and be good. Because I don't need as much iron as I used to. I think that gives me a way to slowly get rid of the iron farms I have in my little shed. So I'll just do that. But it does mean I need crafters, because I gotta make that into, I gotta make those. So I will need at least a couple. Well, I have one. How many does he make? 3? I at least need a couple of those. Yeah, just keep it. It's not even worth it. Let's see. 1, 2, just a couple. Just need a couple logs. Hey, brother. Yeah, stacks at 256, brother. How you doing, Cyrus? You doing okay? Besides being shocked at 256 items. Initialize your hold stuff. I get way too much stuff to not do that. Wait, don't I need, I don't. I should take a stack of this back, so I just have them on hand. So I have to keep running back all the time. See, you can just go in here for now since they're kind of weird. And then a couple of crafting tables. Oh, I'm sorry. What was its name, if I may ask? Perfect. electron tubes. Oop. I only need 5 of these, and then I also need to make the covers for these things. Got to make covers. I can't remember where they put them. Here they are. Just need a few brass nuggets. Or electrum. So it's Tosia. I'm sorry to hear that. It's a rough thing to have a pet die on you. But at least it lived a ripe old age. So I guess there's a positive in that. My deepest sympathies, of course. Did you know the dog well? Or did you just know it in passing? Like, whenever you went to your grandparents? 20 years. Ripe old age of 20. That's a respectable age for a dog. Especially for all that it's worth. It's not super common. Yeah, my deepest sympathies. My deepest sympathies. Oh, I don't have birch. Bruh. Alright, so these are done. I don't need to worry about that anymore. Alright, I guess we best go set up a belt. And then kind of slowly figure out how to configure everything to where it needs to go. Did you know the dog well? Oh, it's just a thunderstorm. It's not. Oh well. Definitely want to be decently far enough away so I don't cause any problems with anything. No, it is, of course it is. It's still sad. Death is one of those things that always hits home enough that it hurts. So I can completely understand. I'm about to figure out the rest of the stuff here, and then I'm about to figure out how to do the rest. Are you religious at all, Cyranus? In any way? If that's okay to ask. I know that's kind of a personal question. Okay. Yeah, I can put that there. Press. Thank you, Janet. Okay, well, those will all be running here soon enough. I said, are you religious at all in any way? Cool. Okay. Actually, you need to create that task screen. Haven't done it yet. Look at some stone. Let me quickly go do this real quick. Yeah? What religion? Playbook. I got this done. Alright. Sneak right click the task screen to block to bind. Task screens allow you to automate the submission of items for requests instead of doing it manually. Once you unlock the repeatable task, you can use the task screen to automate it as well. Especially useful for requests set to auto-claim by default, meaning that once completed, the rewards will directly go into your inventory. Okay. I wonder if there's going to be a way I don't have to put it in my inventory. What religion? Unless you're having a bit of need a bit of time to answer, I understand. Or if you don't want to, I also understand. It's fine. See, indestructible, true. Draw text shadows, input mode icon. S. Gotta find it. Here we go. Input only. I guess that means it can output? Well, there you go. Guess that's everything. I'm guessing it can also output once it completes, so... I'm gonna try putting a, Oh, well, there it goes. Can I also take out, though? That's now my question, is can I take it out as well? Question to be answered, for sure. Well, I definitely know the hardest one that's going to be to get in here is going to be that stuff. So I might have to use a fan for that one. Let me do that. I might have to do the saw above. Like up here on top of this thing. Which I guess all theoretically it's fine. It's not a big deal. I can just put some like wood beams here and here and make a platform up here real quick. I'm gonna go grab some wood and make a quick platform so I can build on it. Cause I'm gonna need some space. In the meantime. Let's see. Oak. You know, it'd be helpful if I just had some oak lying around, but you know, we just don't have that here. Oh, Jerome. I never thought I should be using this thing by now still, but apparently this horse is definitely not letting me down yet. I mean, the only thing I use him for is literally just going to get my stuff from my farm, but at least he gives him a use. At this point, I don't really want to get a terrain yet for this. See, Oakwood's in the back. Grab a couple just in case. Also check on the farm, make sure it's actually running appropriately again. It do seem like it. Stay here, Jerome. Yep. Fact of the matter is, we're actually backed up on flowers. And somehow the poppies have all gotten distributed terribly. But, you know what? Whatever. What's done is done. Set this up for the iron thing, for the... basically for the trees. I was gonna somehow automate the wood as well and make sure that stuff gets automated properly. I'm going to separate it a bit. That's just going to be an issue. Because I like to literally drag down the wood from over there. Which I guess kind of makes sense. And then I can just kind of lead it over this and back down here to the beginning of the belt. So. And that still should leave me plenty of space to interact with all this stuff back here. If I do it right. I could even use a chute, so that should help. Alright, well first things first. Let's get this part set up. All nice and set. Hopefully I don't need to space that much down here below. And if no, I just don't need this thing too wide. I just need it wide enough to do my projects, and that's all I need. I think that should be fine, theoretically. So, I definitely know the wood's going to come from over there. It's going to come down, it's going to get separated and do all its mechanical stuff on its way here. And part of the wood's also going to get separated that way too, to be directionally away. Or directioned away. You know, I'm actually going to extend this, actually, now that I think about it. Just a wee bit. Okay, that goes there, there. That's fine. I'm not worried about this thing being perfectly connected to what that one is. Here. Hey, Daphne. How you doing? That should be fine. I should be able to leave the wood over here, do all the work that needs to get done over here, then have it kind of transfer in two ways. So good. Good to hear. Anything interesting going on for you today? Or just been a nice chill day for you? As good as it can, I guess. All things considered. Yep. I guess I can just connect these two together. Yeah. What you plan on streaming? Well, I quickly grab another drink. Alright, so that's going to be where the saw gets made for iron. So it's going to go iron, then the wood down here. Which I've also realized kind of fails the point of something I was meant to do. I need to raise this up a bit. Up. Brother. Okay. That's more proper to what it needs to be. Especially with the way things have to be on this machine. Thankfully the iron will be easy enough to insert once that's ready to go. I guess that does mean I can use this now for a insert. A couple years now. Couple years. Long enough, I guess. I gotta figure out how to not take too much wood. That's gonna be kind of difficult with the way this is. Whoop! So let me go check this, see if there's any way I can somehow get wood off this belt without interfering with taking too much from it. I guess here would be fine. And then you have a small belt here that then turns left, then turns right, then turns back down there. That's fine. Just do that. Okay, so wood's not a problem. I don't want to overdo the wood. So that being said, you figure out how to get the wood from over here to over there. So I definitely have to go through a couple saws once it gets over here. I just gotta do it one step at a time. I don't have a choice. So you're gonna need a belt, you're gonna need shafts. Belts. It's a mix. It's honestly for ministry. I'm a minister. So, if you happen to know what that is, that is. I do it for God, basically. He asked me to, and so I've been doing it for a long while now. Remote, you're welcome to do that anytime you want. I'm not gonna add you on Discord for that, mate. I do wish you the best, though. Come on, you stupid mouse. Depends on what you mean by collaborate. A lot of times when it comes to collaborating, it's very dependent on certain things. Come on. I want this thing to have enough room to do everything I need to do. I am a bit personal about that, and I would rather not. Sorry. I'm not one to just share with somebody I just met online. I'm gonna wait to push this down until I know I have everything else set. Hold on a second. Come on. Good enough. I think it's from point A to point B, so I shan't complain. Gosh darn it. Good enough. I'll have to go back up there quickly and get this all sorted out real quick. Come on. Come on. Place that one. Get rid of that one. Twist it. Then do this. Thank you. Whoop. That looks good. Okay. So that's where the wood will come from every now and again, and then this is where it's all got to get separated into its masses. Guess I could have done the sawing right there. I guess I still can. It's not exactly hard to back that crap up. There. Because this is all got to get cut up into that wood anyway. real quickly, let me go grab a piece of wood and strip it. Give me a chance to set all the filters real quick. Set that. Okay, this is where it's all gonna get split. Twist that round. That there. It's fine. And then this should be set to round robin. And that goes here. This actually has to get extended because I got to put the turning belt there. And then this is where the saw will go for the project at hand. Okay, so this becomes plank. And then plank becomes slab. Thankfully, this thing will back up very fast. At least I'm really hoping it will. Otherwise, I'm gonna have a freaking cow. Eh. Okay. That goes a belt. Put up some temporary or some blocks to block off that. Alright, well, so far it looks good. That looks like it's supposed to. Wow, is that off? I need to redo this real quick. I believe I actually need to separate the wood here. Yes. Unfortunately, this is going to have to go like that for now. That goes back to round robin. All the way across over to Narnia. And that can go for a shaft there now. Should just go straight down. Man, that is rough. That's just right there. Well. There's only one choice. I'll put that there for now. Damn it. Let me do that. My brain. Okay. So if I do that, that should line up just about perfectly. All right, that's where the wood will go, so I can go on the belt to get processed. Now this has to get Now this has to get saws, which can be done like this. And thanks for my past experience of what I've understood about how chutes work. This makes this work out perfectly. Should just go straight on the belt. It should just go straight on the belt. Just in case something wants to go flying off into Narnia for some reason. Just want to make sure this thing stays where it's supposed to go. Okay. This goes this way, then this goes onto a chute system. And I'll just get thrown into the chute once it's ready. Okay, so that's good. What's the next thing? Pulp. Pulp is next. You know. I think the best thing for me is just gonna have to be through a fan system here. Oh, great. And right into an Ingham cave. That should be fine. Oh. Oh, right, because it does that crap. I forgot. Place that there. Okay. Goes there, that goes there. And crawling. And then that'll have to be a fan, and then that'll have to go up and blow into here. Which should be fine, all things considered. Now to be a fan. Okay. Then the next object along the list of monstrosity, which I will come back to in here in a minute. I need a casing, please, because I can't remember where it's freaking at. I know this semi helps. Not sure how, but this definitely seems to help with lag. I guess he just doesn't have to rend the bottom of the belts. Right. Alright, that goes that way, that goes in here, that gets round robin, that goes this way, that goes this way. Good. So I gotta come back and do the iron part real quick. I'll do that in a minute. Okay, so the next bit on this Ride of Destiny is going to be the andesite alloy. Which genuinely may just be another fan thing. Well, actually, no. I could just put a belt right here and just go right into it. Even right here. That's just fine. Here's the question though, how's that going to affect these two things? Because I guess I gotta come over here too. I mean, you like to imagine it wouldn't affect it, but somehow I just know it will. Because I guess theoretically I could just bring them both down and do another fan. Because that's like the last two items that just need to be done. So I guess that would be fine. At that point, I might just do a whole third one, though. But then again, that's going to interfere, so no, I don't want to do that. But this is fine. This is fine. A lot of belts, though. A lot of belts. And then next is going to have to be the gears now. Which I am tempted just to take straight from the chest at this point. Just because there's already like a belt system here anyway. Alright. So the issue is not definitely getting them out of there. The issue is going to be like doing this together at the same time. Because these have to go here and here theoretically. And then those go there. I guess I could just put a belt here. It's fine. And that's where that'll go. That there. Same one goes here. There's going to be a belt there. There will be a connector here. Then this belt goes all the way back to this. To here. This goes to here. That should create the systems. Wait a minute. What's the order? That's something it doesn't say. Like, does it matter? I guess it does matter in some way, shape, or form how these get produced. So, 10 of these actually have to be swapped. Which makes it a wee bit complicated there, lads. Actually, not really. So these are the small ones. That just goes there. Like it's backed up. I really wish it was just like a straight down one. There just isn't, though. Well, there's only one way to really fix that, to be honest. And that is going to be a shoot and hopper system. There'll be a shoot here, a hopper here, that'll just bleh. That is the only option. So that's like the only choice, as far as I'm aware. I guess I might as well put these chutes down. They're gonna have to go down anyway. And that goes there, that goes out. Yep. Still gotta figure out where to draw power from. Not exactly sure where I'm gonna draw it from. I also need to get the funnels. Funnel. Funnel. Then the last thing will be to press it, and then it goes right into the bin. Like I said, I want to be able to grab one just so that the mission says, hey, you got it! So. Alright, so let me go quickly. First things first, let me quickly anodizate all this up. As if it even helps with lag, I'm not even sure.
Roink. Okay. Oh. Saw wood and I'm like, what the, that ain't supposed to be there. So I just need a hopper, and I also gotta grab the iron farms and get them moved over. Then figure out how I'm gonna get that done properly. Only need the one. Then I don't need to produce that much, but alright, cool. This ain't gonna affect anything. Eventually I'll do away with those completely, but until then they're just gonna sit there and sit there. Sure. I know that part of this is gonna have to require that I do this. I'm wondering if the easiest thing to do would just be to I don't know, just get like a compacting barrel. Just only output like the big stuff. And just destroy the poppies. With the same thing, and then just do all that for here. Probably would be. I'll have to go get another hopper, but that's no big deal. So that just goes there. I'll probably have to extend that just to get those belts to work, honestly. I'll also have to place a shaft here to get this belt to work as well. Let me quickly do that then. So by the way, that's what I'm trying to do. So as far as I know, that should be mostly everything, though. I can't think of anything else that needs any like decent work. Get everything moving and grooving. Let's go though. Yeah, I think it's everything. I still gotta get a couple more fans. Still gotta get a few fans. Oh yeah. How's that gonna work, Hasselhoff? Didn't think about that now, did I? I guess it still theoretically works the same. Just has to get extended. And then instead of the thing being here, it just goes here. Oh wait, has to be the fan unit. What? There we go. Okay. So I just need a couple fans, a few fans, like 3 of them, to get them up. We're going up, and then they'll have to connect together, hopefully. Yeah. And also, before I forget, that has to go in. This also has to go in. I have to find my way down there somehow. Beyond that, I think that should be it. Oh, actually, I don't need the iron compactor. I forgot this makes just raw iron. Forgot. So if that is the case, I literally just need something just to make sure all the iron just goes right place and the poppies just get ousted. I'll just get a compacting barrel and then, or just get a barrel and then just have it be a dual one and then just have it delete poppies and only take out iron ingots the rest of its life. Let me go quickly make a barrel. I need a couple of these. Actually, I guess I could just do an iron chest. Yeah. That deals with everything in one. Because I just need a void upgrade and that's it. So torch. Then a void upgrade. Void. Oh, I wonder if I have the bloody stuff I need for a void upgrade. Alright, I keep forgetting. I'm trying to make the raw stuff first. I'll template. And just need a couple redstone. Need a crying obsidian. Pearl. Should be everything. Then after I just need another hopper to kind of move it along. I just gotta make sure I filter what I just gotta make sure I keep a filter thing for the iron, make sure nothing else with iron comes out of the funnels. After that, all that just comes left is just hooking up everything. Okay, so chest can go here. Or void upgrade. Void any, works with everything. Goodbye. And then just pop. Up. And then just need a brass funnel. Unfortunately, andesite funnels cannot, as far as I know, cannot be filtered. Iron. And theoretically, that should be filling with iron. Oop. Okay, that's everything there. That's everything, I think that's everything. Oh, I still gotta get the fans. Actually, can't I just make that here on site? I have iron for it. Oh, actually, I need iron sheets. No, I can't. We just need 3 fans. I cannot spell. Yeah, because I need flattened sheets. Not bad. Should just need 12. There, these go there. Three. I think everything's left is just hooking up everything. I'm also noticing I must have to make more power again, which means I'm gonna have to figure a way to somehow make more steam engines or something. Which honestly isn't surprising. It really isn't. It was gonna happen at some point. Or I just had to superheat everything, basically. Let's see how to get down there. Enough. Need to mine a bit of an area for me to work in here real quick. All right. I'm just gonna make a temporary in and out passage real quick so I can get in and out of this place without hassle. So where do I want to start? Probably not on the wood. Well, I guess there would theoretically be a way to work from here. Work off of this. And there would theoretically be a way to work off of this. Ah. Perfect. That's fine, honestly. So that's heading down the way. As it ought to do. Just gonna cover this back up. Damn it. Then we gotta make this thing go backwards. Hope this works. Perfect. So far, everything looks like it's going where I want it to go, which is good. It's good. Okay, now I gotta somehow get this thing going backwards. Meh. Let's put the shaft there. Yeah, I do. So I have to make sure that goes that way. Right. Then I need a gearbox. Hopefully this thing just works off for it. It do. Now I just gotta get the fans working. Oh, almost forgot about that too. Alright, I gotta figure out how to get these fans to work. Where am I pulling power from? I guess that's where I'm pulling power from. I ain't got a choice. So I guess we can try case chain drives. Did they actually fly up? They did. Good. Which means the rest should also do the same. Theoretically. Which it does seem that way, that everything is floating up into its casual spot. Albeit a bit too much, but we're not gonna talk about it. It's fine. So that's all nice and covered. Let me just turn that around for a minute, please. I figured there'd actually be like a limit based on the reality of things, but I guess not. Actually, how am I going to prevent that? Yeah, there's not really a way to prevent that. How do you prevent that? I thought it was like redstone. Is I have to use like the redstone things. I have to tell it like close off once you hit like a certain amount. Like close these off if like a certain amount has appeared, basically. Which I could do afterwards, but I have to do it afterwards. For now. Wait, what? Oh, right, I forgot. There's so many in here, it doesn't even freaking matter. I do not know how to fix that. Okay, I might have to take away those chutes for now, because those things are just piling on. Just for now. Much as I appreciate, it's just too much stuff right now. So I can figure out the rest. Well, this seems pretty simple. But sometimes what seems simple is not simple. The other option is like make like a chest up top. So that way like it's forced to stop once it hits a certain limit, which is fine. Just gotta get some more chutes out. Well, except for this one. This one doesn't need it. I'll probably have to do some redstone finagling here in a little while. And then I can probably figure that out. Come on. I guess you're finally full, huh? Yeah, I probably just have to automate it and just turn it off. Turn off these parts right here so that they stop going. Speaking of which, this. Me. Okay. That is full. Alright, so that's done, andesite. I'm gonna have to use 2 gearboxes to fix that problem. Thankfully this is simple. At least it should be anyway. Yeah. Once it gets full, it won't do it anymore. It'll just stop. It'll just stop once it's done. Okay. Not gonna lie, power for this is seeming as easy as just literally just dragging it over from across the street. And putting a gearbox in the middle, honestly. Yep. Casing real quick. Okay. That's all good. Then I gotta somehow turn this thing around. That's gonna suck. And it's like casing. Oh, I got more, right? And also the pulp. I guess I'm going to put the redstone right there to make it toggleable. But I have to figure out where to put the redstone to make sure this works. So that leaves one other option for the belt. As a preemptive course. Oh, I can't fit any more small cogs. Oh well. Thankfully they're infinite supply, so. That only leaves one other option for the belts, which means I have to extend the belt and then do the finagling I usually do. Then a gearbox would be nice. Cool. It does make this slow, but I don't think I need this to be fast, in all reality. And then as to get this started... Get that going. And get a gearbox. Shaft. And that gets everything moving. Alright, let's go work on the saws now and upstairs. So that literally just needs a shaft to get started. Easy as can be. This just needs a gearbox. The other one. The other gearbox. Okay, and that'll go out that way. Alright, kind of want to work on this first before I actually work on the rest, because this is going to get really unfortunate how this is actually going to function. Ooh. And another gearbox, I'm hoping. I'm hoping on the other corner it'll fix it. Yep. And then I gotta have these go in the opposite direction. Which means gears. I'll do this on the outside so I don't hurt myself. Oh, wait. Nope, wrong one. These have to be the chain drive things, so they all go the same direction. I forgot. Then I gotta do another one, I think. Should go in the same direction. Yep. And then just another cog. And that gets everything going on its own. And then this can be a shaft. Chain. Cog, please. Okay. That gets all that working. I gotta go over here and get this stuff working. Just gonna put these here for now just so I can work with space. So, assuming... Oh, I forgot. Okay, it doesn't matter, because nothing's gonna start coming down the belt anyway. So I can work on this freely. Never mind. I need a gearbox. Oh, okay. Please hurry. Big gear. Halfway fit. 3 large gears, casing. I really wish you would just go where I wanted. Cool. Alright. Goes back. And then I gotta get out a brass tunnel. Which should function as thought. Done properly. There we go. And of course they get all nice and shredded. Oh! I forgot. I don't know how, Nope, that didn't fix it. Dadgummit. Forgot about that. Turn it off for now. What is that? Is that actually a saw? Oh, it's ash. Dadgummit. Why is it still going? Okay. Okay, so I don't know how like you got in here, but you need to get out of there. Oh, it must have been because of the phantoms. Oh, I forgot to put in the whatever. Forgot to put in the thank you. Thingy. I think I remember to put in the funnel. Oh, there it goes. Alright, now I finally have a saw. So the issue is I gotta get that stuff out of here. Kind of forgot about that when I was doing all this. And the only way I can think about doing it is literally just taking a belt and just leading it off of this and back up here again. Which may just work, honestly. If I lead it along with this one, then lead it back this way. That should work. Hey, Jay. What's going on, brother? If I do that, and do that. Just crink. Oh, right, I can't do that. No. Just got off class now playing Diablo. Fair enough. You having fun with it? I guess with this actually being higher, I guess it doesn't matter because I can just take it overside the belt, so. Happy you're enjoying yourself. Did you have a good time at class today? I guess that does work. Good. Watch. Good. Anything interesting happened at class today? Anything fun? And that's fine. That was gonna happen. Okay. Now I set this to bark. Get rid of all that bark. And I think that fixes the problem. I think. Nope. Fair enough. Be honest, brother. I'm guessing it'll only work once I actually get the thing actually running. Well, a couple things. I was the wrong side. There we go. Let's try that again. Perfect. And it all goes where it belongs. Which means the wood should stay straight. Cool. Got plenty of saws on the horizon, which is good. It's how you want it to be. Alright, so I think I'm safe now to place that back. Let's hope, anyway. It's supposed to be a giant automated machine. It helps make these automated mechanisms that I have to make for the game, which is one of the progression things, which helps me get further in the game. And this has been some part of what I've been working towards, so... Okay, that's not good. Oh, wait, I think I know the issue. I think I have to combine this into the wood and not the logs. Ah! I forgot. It's fine. I needed more casing anyway, so... Positives. That being said, if I remember correctly, it needed wood. Oh, man. Which isn't hard to make, it's just really annoying. But, oh, thank God. Thank the Lord I can use that. Okay, so I can just use an automated packing. Okay. Whew. I would have blown a gasket. Because that is far more easier to automate than the rest, so... One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9. Away all the stuff I don't need. Don't need that, don't need that. Then I just need to get some... Just need to get a shaft. Get a basin. Guess I ain't got one. Oh. Wait a second, yo. I guess I have finally gone through my tracks. That was fast. Makes sense. I've been on for about 3 hours. All right. Make a block of iron. A shaft. Also, I just listened to this song. Just need a press. Okay. And then now we can finally complete this. I did not realize the mistake I had made with that. I just need to real quickly get a filter item and then we can produce. I would think this is fine. Site tunnel. Place that on top. Let me quickly go grab some wood, which is nice and neatly up here for me. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Okay, so I should be able to just do this to make that wood. Thank God. It also makes 3, which is nice. Okay. Birch wood. Oh, we still gotta hook up the machine, right? Well, that's fine. It's not gonna... Let me just go quickly get this done. Make sure this is all back to snuff. Round robin. There it goes. Alright, now we just gotta get power up there. And a shaft. Yay! Oh, there's nothing even for this. It's just collect. Give me a second. That's fine. Yay, they're infinitely produced. And I can also eventually at some point diverge it by just extending the belt and moving all this stuff, so. The recipe uses strip wood, so double check that you're using the right type. If it's not working, yep, did that. Okay. And at some point this will have to get used to turn into rubber mechanisms, which then get used to make heat mechanisms, and then later into advanced precision. Crikey. It's just diabolical. Which currently my rubber system is definitely not the best. That can definitely be improved. But I guess I need to work on teleporting next and start getting teleporting stuff around. Oh, that took so long. So much mental stress just to get that completed. I'm gonna wait here for that to complete because I do want to complete that. I just want to go through here and see if there's any quests I can complete. Sure. That's so cool. Bum. Bum. Bum.
Okay, so just like the whole stack of 3. That's kind of cool. Nope. Oh, I forgot I gotta return this back on. Oh, actually, no, I gotta replace these back. I forgot. Oh. That's the thing, is it going fast enough to like legitimately need this much stuff? That's like my biggest worry is like we're just gonna overstockpile, which we are, yeah. Alright, let me go make some redstone monitors while this thing's kind of figuring itself out and doing what it's doing. So whenever it gets full, don't send any up. Right? I think what you would even want to monitor. Because it'll only give you so much. I guess I'm gonna need threshold switches. So threshold switches, and then the actual redstone components. So I'm gonna need about 2 of these, I think. Because I don't think we're ever gonna get backed up on the cardboard stuff. Could be wrong, but I doubt it. Do I need anything from here? I think I already have most of the stuff back at base, but I'm gonna take some redstone with me. Let's see. Threshold switches gonna require some comparators. So just take a whole ton of stone. Another quartz. Probably some iron. Did you take andesite casings? Copper sheets. I'm gonna need like 3 sets of those, I think. So work on a bit of both things while we're kind of doing stuff. 1, 2, 3. Got 9 of those. Comparators. 3 of these. 3 of those. What else do you need? Redstone. Okay, you're good then. And don't need any of this anymore. Just need the brass casings. Trying to think of the answer I need. My brain's having a brain fart. Okay. Just need those, which are conveniently in here. Okay, I just need 3 andesite casings, which are easy enough to obtain. Alright.
So they're always gonna be, it looks like, in stacks of 16. I just need to turn off once it hits like a certain limit, that's all. Oh, it's a cardboard, right? This is what I mean. Monitor. Monitor. Well, kind of useless to monitor that. Let's see. So turn it on at 64. Turn it off at most 16. I'll say 32. You can turn it off at 32. And it goes back on. And same goes for you, pal. And I'm gonna need these redstone links. Remember how I turned this into a receiver. So that's receiving. That is sending, right? So radar is receive. So this is right now sending. Alright, now I just need some small gears and some big gears. So this one's the big cog, so that'll be big cog and wood. And then this will be small cog, wood. And then we just gotta put the receivers downstairs. I'm gonna quickly empty my inventory because there's too much stuff in here now. Let's go turn that crap around because that's getting too much. Now I'm gonna need a stack. So. Crap. Fudge. Okay, I think at least one piece of stone made it through, possibly. There it is. Okay. At least need one stack, better than that, it's fine. Okay, so that's the small gear stack. That's what this needs to be. I can press the wrong button. I should be receiving redstone, I think. Then small gear on that. Big gear on that. Alright, that prevents receiving. And then turn that crap around. Wood on red. There. Oh. Crikey. That was annoying. Okay, now you can throw freely. It don't matter anymore. So that should monitor now. Now that should prevent anything crazy from happening anymore. Right now it's just waiting on this stuff to be made, but this stuff isn't as quickly produced. There's something on the belt. I just want to make sure this thing's blowing up and everything. Moving upward. Oh, is that because of the 2 I originally put in there? That's probably why. Because I had originally put 2 back in there, so... Cool. Well, that machine's back to where it needs to be. So is this machine. As far as it can be. Or whatever. I guess for what it's worth, it is trying to release its saplings. Yeah. It is trying to produce it. Cool. So this is a forever building. This will never stop producing. Probably eventually just need at some point just cover this up with like a building. I have not done that yet. And that would probably look really nice with the building. May also help reduce some lag. I don't know. Not entirely sure how that would help with the lag problem. But it might. But basically this is where I come in to receive everything I want to get, and then that's where I go to give everything I don't want. Paper's also coming up nicely in spite of everything. I really am tempted right now to make a sugarcane farm just for this now. Just so it stays running. And that's just kind of like an added benefit. I'll just have to make like a hopper chain that would just go this way. Kinda. Or go from the back. I don't know. It is just going to take a while, because that is a long quest to wait for. If I'd known it was going to take so long to do all that, I would have done this earlier, so that would have had more time. But at least now I know my biggest backup right now, my biggest holdup is just the cardboard. So if I can find some way of making more boarded pulp, it would make it a lot easier. Which, like I said, may not be a bad idea just to go with sugarcane or something. I just like to see like all the items that are in here. Is there a control for that in JEI? I don't care. Hide ingredients, add bookmark, crafted recipe, show uses, next page, search bar. It's for Jade. Show uses is number 4, but I don't think that's what I'm looking for. Pretty sure I'm looking for like JEI. Yeah. I'm not seeing it. It sucks. It really sucks. I mean, I guess I really don't need this train track here. So theoretically, if I needed it, or I could just use this area for the sugarcane, then have it just delivered this way. So if I really want to increase the sugarcane yield and increase the yield, I can do that. Yeah, because there's no other way to tell me what pulp is made out of. Doesn't show all that. But there was like a way to like speed this up, speed like going through all these different. But you can't just by like tapping Alt, I guess. Hmm. That's cool. Okay, I'm not seeing anything else that's like handy dandy. Alright. Well, it looks like bamboo or something's got to be my best bet. It's not hard to create those farms either, and I can just create a farm for that. Make it more reliable. And I also need to update rubber production. So that'll probably be something as well I do next time for the mechanisms. Because I am getting to that point now where I'm going to start automating a lot of stuff now. I am getting into that position. I was going to make hydraulic engines, which is not hard, surprisingly. Got to make heat engines, which isn't that hard either. I really just gotta work on getting teleporting up. Because once teleporting's up, that makes everything so much easier. Of course, these are easy as well. These only get used for what? Sequence pulse generators? That's it. Alright. And of course, rosy cocktails. Which are just amber remnants, honey bottles, and quartz. Which come from amber remnants, which come from haunting crystals. Or amethysts, particularly. Which means I gotta superheat stuff to get that stuff automated. Which means I have to get into blaze cakes. Yeah, that's gonna happen at some point. I probably could design a quick automated blaze cake farm. It's just lava into blaze cake and then this whole system with eggs and everything. I just gotta grind out netherrack. Bring torrid blend and stain it, but that doesn't seem right. I thought netherrack was farmable. Yeah, it is with cobblestone. Nope, that's with cinderflower. The other option is you gotta make potions of healing. Which requires melons. Listening melons. Unfortunately. An awkward potion. Which is automatable as well. Just a freaking pain in the butt. I think teleporting really is right now the way thing I'm gonna wait for right now is teleportation. Once I can teleport items and stuff around, that makes everything a lot easier. I don't have to like move things through conveyors anymore. Yeah. You can buy coarse fruit from the market and automate its production using a mechanical insulator, maintaining a steady supply of telejuice essential to keep your teleporters operational. Yep. But the problem is it doesn't really tell you how much it uses every time you use a freaking teleporter. I wish it told you how much it used. Just don't. I guess, you know, that's a creative block teleporter based on things. Or no, it's just quantum casing. Teleports items in the other using requires telejuice. And of course also these, which means I might have to make a steady supply of those as well. Jeez, mate. That is a lot. Well, in any case, y'all, I think this is where I'm probably going to call it for the day, because I got a lot more things to work on now, especially with Tello. I gotta make Tello juice and stuff like that, which I will go ahead and save. And then a few other things I also got to figure out and do things to get there, so it's definitely going to be a process. But, you know what? I look like this. It's a pretty happy day. Got a little farther, which I'm happy about. And that's ultimately everything I could be happy about going forward. So hopefully go from that, we'll continue from there. If you guys enjoy the content, do liking and subscribing does go a long way. Well, it's just hanging out, of course. Hit notification bell as well to keep up with the uploads, and we'll hopefully see you guys next time. I do wish you guys all the best. God bless, and have a wonderful rest of your night. See you guys next time. Peace out.